Now we see the third experiment of VTU lab experiments. Third experiment having create a sign up activity with the username and password. Validation of password should happen based on following rules. Here you have to create an activity for sign up, okay, with the username and password. See, this is the interface. Sign up activity is the text view and username is the text view, and where you entering the username, it is a edit text button. You have to enter username and password in the text box. It is nothing but edit text interface, and this username and password is text view, and there is a sign up button. Here password should contain uppercase and lowercase. See, password validation need to be done. Password should contain uppercase and lowercase. Password should contain letters and numbers. Password should contain special characters. Then password, minimum length of password is default 8. Now, on successful sign up, proceed to next login activity. See, once you sign up, next you have to go to login activity. Here the user should sign in using username and password created during sign up activity. You have to enter username and password and select sign in. If username and password are matched, then navigate to next activity which displays message saying successful login. See, whatever username and password you entered, if it is matched, then it should display successful login message. Else it should display toast message saying that login failed. Now the user is given only 2 attempts, and after that display a toast message saying that failed login attempts and disable sign in button. Okay, this need to be happen. See, after 2 attempts it should display failed login attempts if one more time if you try to log in, and then it should disable sign in. Use bundle to transfer information from one activity to another. See, they said to use bundle to transfer information from one activity to another. Let us see the design of the experiment as it's already shown. The design is having sign up activity and login activity, and here sign up activity is one activity, that's main activity. Login activity is another activity that we need to create. And here, to create an activity in Android, we need to right click on this package, then right click on com.example.exp3. Let's take time. Because during recording it's taking some time to respond to our actions. Now select new and then select activity. Okay, and if you see this activity, it's giving different formats: basic activity, blank activity. You have to select empty activity. Once you select empty activity, it asks you the name. Okay, you have to give login activity as a name of the activity. Login activity as name of the activity. Okay. Login activity. Login activity is already having. Okay, I'm giving login activity 2. Okay, and then you can tell finish. It creates new activity here. Okay, in this new activity you have to create new interface. The interface for sign in. Already we created login activity, and that login activity having interface. Okay, you can see login activity interface here. Okay, which is having 2 text boxes and sign in button, and how to code for main activity as well as login activity, that we see. In a main activity you already know how to design the interface. I already explained in the previous experiments how to design the interface. Here you need to keep a minimum 2 text boxes, one to enter username, another to enter password, another for sign up, a button. Okay, it is a button. And for username and password we have given the ID as txt username, and password ID is txt password. Okay, now the important line behind the coding is, as I already told, the code of main activity is given here. We have already coded. See, we have used 2 text boxes, that is edit text interface. Okay, objects are t1 and t2 of type edit text, and then there is a regular expression as it is given in the problem statement that password should contain uppercase and lowercase letters, password should contain letters and numbers, password should contain special character, and minimum length of the password is 8. Okay, now here according to that we have to design a regular expression. The regular expression is designed in this way. This caret for start symbol. Okay, here equal to dot star indicates any number of characters, any character such as A to Z alphabet. Okay, A to Z alphabet, and any character between A to Z small alphabet. Means password need to allow capital alphabet as well as a small alphabet, and then any digit. Password should allow digit also. It should contain digit. Okay, therefore 2 backslashes d dot star, and then hey, question mark indicates at least 1 digit should be there. Question mark indicates at least 1 small character. Question mark indicates at least 1 capital letter here, and then at least 1 special character here. Question mark equal to dot star c. Special characters such as @ dollar and exclamatory. Okay, and then password can end with any alphabet, small or capital, and digit or small character, digit or special character, and minimum length of the password is 8. Okay, minimum length of the password is 8. This is the meaning of regular expression. Now here we already mapped t1 to username and t2 to password. Okay, by using find v by id that I already explained in the previous class, and then button we are mapping to b1. Okay, find v by id, sign up button we are mapping to b1, and there is a set on click listener event. Okay, because when we click on button it should listen to the event. For a purpose we have to give implements view dot on click listener. Okay, this is a interface which allows us to use the method or implement the method on click. Okay, and it is taking object of type view type. Okay, view object, and object name is v. Now, what is the function of sign up? Function of sign up here, according to the problem statement. See, when you click on sign up, whatever username and password you are created, should be stored, okay, in the bundle. Should be stored in the bundle, and you should also validate the password. If password is proper, then only it should store in the bundle, okay, because in the problem statement it is given that we need to use a bundle to transfer information from one activity to another activity. Okay, a bundle we are creating to transfer information from one activity to another activity. Okay, whatever the statement, string username equal to, see, we need to get text that we entered in the text box. Text we entered in the text box is username. Username text box is t1, okay, dot get text. Get text is getting the text from the username text box, okay, and dot toString, okay, and getting the text and string conversion of that will be stored to variable username, and then the password, getting the password will be stored in the variable password, okay. Username and password will be from text boxes, okay. Once password is retrieved or stored in the variable password, now we are going to call validate password function. Validate password function is validating the password by using the regular expression, okay. To use the regular expression, see, first, as we did, pattern classes, pattern object equal to pattern dot compile regular expression that we already defined, and then if pattern matches, see, matcher class uses the object matcher to get the result of pattern dot matcher, okay, pattern dot matcher, and from the string password that we entered in the string password. Regular expression already we compiled, okay, and it is in the object pattern. Now we are going to use pattern dot matcher function to match the password, and then if pattern matches, it returns true, otherwise it returns false. Therefore it is here return matcher dot matches, okay, return matcher dot matches, either true or false, okay. If password is matched, means if password contains the given criteria like small letters, at least one capital letter, at least one number, at least one special character, then validate password gets true, then only it creates the bundle, okay. Now what is bundle? Bundles are used to transfer data from one activity to another activity. Therefore we are creating bundle object, okay, and then we are using key and value concept, okay. Now here key is the user and value is the username that we given in the text box, and pass is the key and password is the password we given in the text box. Both will be stored in the bundle, and the data which is stored in the bundle will be transferred to the activity, that is login activity. To transfer data to login activity, an intent object is created. What is intent? Intent is nothing but it is a process of taking the user from one activity to another activity. Now here intent object is created for login activity dot class. I already shown you that we have already created login activity, okay. Login activity we already created, and this login activity contain XML as well as Java code, okay. You can see the design of login activity here, okay. Design of login activity, you can see for sign in we have used the login activity. Okay. For sign in we have used the login activity. Now in the main activity we created the object of login activity using intent. Okay, and then we are storing or we are transferring the data of bundle by using put extra method. it.put extra, and then the data data accessing, and bundle is an object. Okay, bundle object we are going to transfer. Okay, and by using the label of bundle as data. Bundle, this object name is very important. Okay, and data is a reserved word here. Data we are transferring using the bundle, and bundle already having username and password. Afterwards we are starting the activity, login activity. Okay, because here once the sign up button is pressed, if password is successful or password given is valid, then only it has to start login activity. Okay, and we carried the username and password to login activity using bundle. Now here in login activity we already designed the login activity, and it also contain on-click listener implementation methods. Okay, we have to use a on-click listener interface here. Okay, because there is a button for sign in, and there are two text boxes, one for entering username and password during sign in, and two variables and one button object for sign in. Okay, also it is required to maintain the count of sign in process. Okay, and if more than 2 attempt is tried to conduct, then the sign in button will be disabled. Okay, now we will see how it is achieved, how it is performed. Now see here, T1 and T2 are text box objects which are mapped to username and password, and B1 is mapped to sign in button. Then B1 dot set on click listener is a method we are going to bind with the B1 object, because B1 has to listen to events. Now from the bundle we already transferred the information or stored the information in the bundle. Now from the same bundle we have to get the data. Okay, therefore bundle object now here get intent dot get bundle extra, this method is used, and name of the data is data. Okay, and see here in the main activity we are stored information in the bundle, and we used to put extra method, but in the login activity we are going to get the data from the bundle. Okay, and using bundle object. Then bundle dot get string is the username which is stored to user variable. Bundle dot get string and key is the password. See here you have to maintain the same key where you used in the main function for storing the username and password. Here you have to use the same key, user and password, and data is stored to user and pass variable. Okay, next see here, once username and password is stored in the variable user and pass. Okay, now after clicking sign in button, username and password that you entered in the text box is to be retrieved and stored in the username and password, and then see username and password both should match. Username and password both should match. Okay, to entered username and password. Here entered username is in user 1, entered password is in pass 1, and username of bundle is in user and in pass having password. If it matches, then the login successful message will be displayed. Otherwise it increments a counter, because to keep in track number of attempted by the user, count will be incremented. And if count equal to 2, then you know that if count equal to 2, it disables the sign in button. V1 is the sign in button, and it displays failed login attempts. Okay, otherwise if the username and password is mismatching, then it displays login failed. Okay, this is the code for login activity. And here I already told you how to create a additional activity by right clicking, okay, on the package. You have to select new, and you have to create an activity by selecting the activity. Okay, activity by selecting the activity, and you have to select empty activity, and then you have to design. Now here new activity we designed is login activity, and you can see the design having 2 text boxes and 1 button, and main activity having 2 text boxes, one button. Okay, that is for sign up. You can see main activity is XML in activity main XML. Okay, here in design you can see design, and in XML code you can see code, and in the next experiment I will tell how to design the interface using XML code. Okay, by using XML code, because XML code also you need to know, you should know XML code, and by using XML code how to design the user interface, that also you should know. Okay, now we run this application. Okay, we run this application. To run this application is select run app. Okay, select run app. Already we started emulator, and whatever corrections we did, it reruns, and you just see Gradle build running is in the process. Once build successful message we get, then we can select this emulator tool, Android emulator button here. Okay, till that we have to wait. You can see the emulator here, which is showing main activity. Okay, here this is edit text control, where you have to type the username. Okay, username you type anything. Okay, then type the password as it is given here in the problem statement. The password should contain uppercase and lowercase letter. Password should contain letters and numbers. Password should contain special characters, and minimum length of the password is 8. Okay, here to give the password, uppercase, any uppercase letter, any one uppercase letter, and even lowercase letter. Okay, any one uppercase letter, any one lowercase letter, any number of lowercase letter, any number of lowercase, any number of uppercase letter, and it should contain numbers, okay, digits, as well as it should contain special characters. Special characters allowed here is, here it is given in the main activity. Special character is $! Okay, $, or exclamation, any one from that. Okay, I'm going to give @ as a special character. Okay, and minimum length of the password is 8 characters. Okay, after giving password, if you select sign up, say if password is taking, if you give the password properly, then only it goes to another activity, that is sign in activity. And here you have to give the either you can give the same username password or different. If you give same username and password, it will tell the login is successful. Login is successful after pressing sign in. Here see, it is showing the toast message. You can see toast message disappeared, which indicates login successful. Okay, if you entered some password without satisfying those constraints, now I just enter password ABCD and sign in. You can see here login failed toast message indicates login is failed. Okay, therefore you have to give proper password. Okay, password should contain uppercase and lowercase letter, number, digits, special character, either exclamatory or $ or @. Okay, then sign in. Already we are going to give the same password in sign in. Okay, now if you want to go back to sign up activity, click on this button. It shows you sign up activity. Okay, once again you can enter some other username, and then you can try to give password. Okay, some other password, anything, ABCD. It is showing login invalid password. Give the username and password properly so that you sign in. Okay, give the same password. If you don't give proper username and password here, I give some other username, Shri and Shrivan, we already given. I give some other username and password something else. Then sign in. Let's see. Failed login attempt 2, because 2 times, last one and this is second time. 2 times I attempted. It is disabling a sign in button. Okay, disabling a sign in button. You can click on this once again for sign up. Okay, and then sign in. Okay, here sign up and then username, password. In case username and password is not matching, it is won't allow. It is displaying now it is displaying login successful because username and password is matching. If it is not matching, then it displays a login failed. Okay, now you sign in because username and password is matching. You see here when you click on sign in, when you click on sign in, you can see here login successful. Username and password is correctly matching, therefore we are getting login successful. This way this program works.